Hey, how's it going, everyone? I'm going to do a quick market recap, as well as the market commentary provided here through StockTwits. Not much, but I said today, as thank you to everyone over the weekend, we had 150 subscribers here on the YouTube. Thank you, it means a lot. If you guys do find value in what I'm teaching, a subscription would mean a lot. So, I said today, this morning, that I would go into order flow charts, our footprint. Let's take a quick look at the TPO as well, and kind of go in a little bit more depth than we usually do here on YouTube. So, uh, as some of you may know, I said I believe it was the Thursday or Friday market recap here on YouTube, or if you guys saw on the calendar, my calendar that I posted on StockTwits, that I wasn't going to be around yesterday, right? I didn't trade. So I was actually away from screens too. I was on a mini vacation. So coming back into the market, as you guys know, if you're familiar with either here on YouTube or on StockTwits, I like to start my days always with the TPO. So what was I looking at? Well, I was going to start with Monday's price action, right? I wasn't here, so got to see what happened. And so what are things I'm looking at the TPO? What is the TPO? The TPO helps us to better visualize the market auction, right? We said this before. We're looking at things such as the tops, the bottoms, the shapes to the distributions, where the point of control is, right? Where value area high, value area low is, all of those things. I always start with the TPO. I understand it looks confusing, but truly after you learn it, which does not take long, there's not as much as it seems. I know it's a whole bunch of letters, it looks funky, but it's not. Once you know what to look for and how to read it, it's literally just 5 seconds. Take a quick glance at the charts. Usually it's just me looking at the overnight session, but obviously today I had to look at Sunday and Monday session first, and this overnight session. So we had a trend day Friday, right? This is what this trend day looked like. Ugly distribution. We come into Friday, I'm sorry, coming in yesterday. We come testing where we traded around during Friday, and the market is telling us, nope, people are not interested to transact down here. We will continue up. Surely enough, that's what happened. And same thing going into the overnight session, right? We're taking a peek down below, see what participants think around fair price. They're saying go up, and we are continuing up, and you see the exact same thing into today's open, just a one-way auction. So let me see. Oh, I'm going to pause this because I did send, or not send, I warned in the Discord today coming into open. We were opening, looking like we would revisit this sell zone that we had marked here, right? That was yesterday's high a day, and this has been a sell zone that's been here for a few weeks, just haven't revisited it, so it was still there. Obviously revisited it on Monday's price action. That's what put in the high a day. But I didn't erase it. A lot of the times, not always, I will erase sell zones or buy zones once we interact with them. But instead of doing that, I made this from a normal sell zone to a cautious sell zone, right? So let me pause here and grab what I was saying in the Discord. All right, so let me open this up. So right at open at 9:30 today, I said, well, I uploaded, as you guys probably know, I review the daily plans that I post on StockTwits every day, live on mic, and sharing screens in the room just to make sure everyone understands the reasoning behind these levels, right? What we see on the TPO, what we see in the order flow, all of that stuff. So something is telling me to stay on the sidelines during this open 30. We see sellers on daily in this area, right? So I'll pull up this right at open again. I posted here. Take a look at the transacted volume coming into open. What do we see? We see sellers here, right? Sellers are in this area right under our sell zone. And I'll continue on. We see sellers in this area. I want them to get stopped out on a pop, right? So if these guys get stopped out, we have to trade above them, right? Because they're short, to stop them out into our sell zone, right? Shopped out on a pop, take liquidity from a high a day, then see sellers add big time right, on this at the selling nodes, right? We talk about all the time here on the YouTube. When we're going short, we like to see P-shaped distributions. When we're going long, we like to see lowercase b. So we're seeing the beginnings of it, but as I said, I want to stay on the sidelines in the open 30. I want to see how first the 4-hour candle is going to close. So after the opening 30, we have a 4-hour candle that closes. I know you guys can't really see this, but I posted a picture of the 4-hour footprint. Actually, I have it over here. And obviously, since we had a buy day or a trend day on Friday and continuing into Monday, you know, we're still going up. We're one time framing up. What do we see? Respected these moving averages on the 4 hours being respected at dips, and I saw, right, we had a nice bid down here. Now, this transact volume up here was not here at the time of this post, of course, so we saw a bid. What was I talking about? What did I want to see? I wanted to see these sellers on the tape get stopped out here, and then a big seller come in. So we do see something tried here, right? These big volume nodes, look at how many transactions are being done here. But in relation to what is below us, it's not enough. So that told us not to take a short yet, to be patient in these next sell zones. Of course, we consolidated here, but when we're consolidating here, almost all of our tools were saying, you know, it's time to start looking for a short, except one. On our daily footprint, right, we're looking at the transacted volume. At the highs, we saw that we were still transacting, I think it was like 10, 20,000 contracts at the highs. And if we are transacting at the highs, such as that, when we're going up, what is that telling us? We'll try to think about it. If we're still transacting at the highs, that means market participants are happy to transact. And price is not going to reverse until we exhaust, until there's no one else willing to transact. That's what we see at these lows here. I know I have this text in the way, but even at this high before we pulled back, look at how many contracts are being done down here compared up here. That's exhaustion. This is what exhaustion looks like on the tape. And the same thing in reverse. You know, 10,500 contracts, 9,900, 5,600, 5,400, until we get down to the lows where it's 75 contracts. Just complete exhaustion. And since we had, you know, 10, 20,000 contracts being done at the highs on our daily footprint, that is telling us that we are not exhausted yet. Stay patient, wait. So into this, another old sell zone, that's where the high day is as of right now. This did set up a short opportunity, but I didn't get filled. So it is what it is, but that is what today's price action looks like, right? We have to be super, super patient if we're looking for a short. This is counter trend. We are trending up, and we have to wait for the market to digest a little bit. We were looking at key areas on our daily charts. We saw what was happening, so we know that we have to be patient if and when we want to be short, when we're looking for a short. So a bit more in depth today in today's market recap. Again, a pretty much one-way auction with some consolidation, but mainly just you know, larger time frame shorts being ran out of the positions, as well as shorter time frame longs taking profits, right? Just consolidation before we move up again. We see these nodes building out here. When we look on our daily, we see, one second, we see a nice P-shaped, right? P-shaped distribution is looking good. So that's when we go to our smaller time frames and we look for our entry criteria, right? So hope you guys enjoyed this recap. I hope you guys found value in it, and I will see you guys tomorrow in the next YouTube recap.